your home and become immediately stressed out because everything is not organized neatly? If you are a creative person, it could be hard to be inspired when you're thinking about how disorganized your home is. Welcome to Jensen's DIY, and here are 24 super easy organizing ideas to keep your home neat. 1. This might seem simple, but it's also a sure way to ease your mind if you are stressed out over the disorganization of your room. It's normal to shed your clothes after a long day or even fling towels on the floor after a shower. Pick up your clothes and put what needs to be clean in a laundry bag and fold up, hang up anything that isn't dirty. 2. We all just fling our shoes around haphazardly. Even if we don't mean to, it eventually happens. We throw our shoes to the waist side, and eventually the pile builds up, and it does not look good. Get a shoe rack to go over your door and store your shoes neatly and out of the way to avoid clutter. 3. While it seems like DVD and Blu-ray discs may be a thing of the past with the rise of digital media, you probably still have a load of movies and TV shows on discs. Instead of piling them up in the corner or putting them on your TV, buy a DVD rack so that you can organize all of your favorite films. Plus, you have them on display for guests. 4. Have you ever ran around the house looking for your keys 5 minutes before you actually have to run out the door? Not only is this disorganized, but it's also incredibly frustrating. Now you're late to wherever you need to be, and you're flustered. Get a key rack to install right near the door so you know where your keys are at all times. 5. With the rise of people owning phones, tablets, and other electronics, there's lots of cords lying around, which could look extremely unorganized. Not only are there chargers everywhere that can get tangled and look disorganized, but you run the risk of tripping on them. Organize your cords so if you're not needing to use one at the moment, it's not just sitting on the floor or hanging from an outlet. 6. We love cereal in the morning or even as a nighttime snack. Not only, though, can bags of cereal look messy, but they could potentially spill out, practically inviting bugs. Invest in some plastic containers to neatly organize your cereal and make for a more hygienic kitchen, but also your cereal will last longer. 7. Let's admit, we often hold on to articles of clothing that we have not worn in years and will not ever wear again. Whether they've gone out of style, don't fit, or you just have newer clothes to wear, why are you holding on to something you aren't using? Donate clothes you know you won't wear ever again so that you have more room in your closet and you aren't overstuffing your shelves. 8. While you are not always looking inside of your fridge, a cluttered fridge can definitely be tidied up. With a disorganized fridge, you are taking extra time out to find what you need, forgetting certain items of food are in there, and you run the risk of food spoiling and smelling up your fridge. So clean it out and organize while making sure you put certain food items in certain spots. 9. You may have thought it was cute to get a cup or a mug from every state you visited, but now mugs are piling up and you don't know what to do with all of them. If you have a garage, then box up anything unused to store it in. That, or you may want to invest in a storage container for any unused items that you aren't ready to part with. 10. Just because something is set to be thrown away doesn't mean it has to be a mess. Throwing away trash haphazardly can look messy. Separate your trash into neat and organized bins. Label them too. This will help with your organization skills, as well as make it easier to not have things simply set aside because you don't want to deal with the trash. 11. Instead of just throwing stuff in your closet, organize it. Getting cubbies for your closet is a good way to have specific spots for certain items. You can designate certain areas for socks and anything else that you need. Instead of digging through your drawers, organize certain sections to hold certain items for an easy way to grab what you need. 12. Ladies and gentlemen, don't have your makeup thrown about all askew. Makeup can not only cause clutter, but if you don't properly clean your makeup brushes, then you could have powder and such everywhere, dirtying your home. Organize your makeup and makeup brushes in little containers so that they're neatly displayed. 13. Whether you are a casual drinker or a wine connoisseur, you're going to have wine in your home, and wine can take up space. Not only will it take up space in your cabinets, but it can look cluttered just thrown in there. Invest in a wine rack to nicely display your wine while keeping them nice and neat. 14. If you work from home, there's a chance you have a lot on your desk. Everything from scissors to paper clips can take up space on your desk and end up looking like a disorganized mess. Bring order to your home office space by using a pegboard to hang items off of. This gets it off the desk and displays it neatly within reach for you. 15. This may seem like a given and a bit of common sense, but there are people who don't make their bed. It makes sense. If you're rushing in the morning, you're probably not thinking about making your bed. Plus, you're just going to sleep in it that night. But having a messy bed can really bring a disorganized feel to the room. Make your bed and display nice pillows in order to bring a put-together look into your bedroom. 16. Just like with chargers, you probably have a lot of remotes lying around. These can look incredibly messy if just thrown all around, but you could also misplace a remote in time of need due to not being in the right place. Dedicate one place for all the remotes and make it a house rule that all remotes are to be returned to said location once done being used so that there is no confusion. 17. You are probably thinking that the junk drawer is the one place that it's okay to be messy. This is the drawer that is dedicated to all the orphan items that have no other place to go. Still, there's no need for your junk drawer to look like a junkyard. Organize it so that you aren't rummaging around every time you open it up. 18. If you're going to be throwing around towels and clothes, at least do it in an organized fashion. In the bathroom and other rooms where you frequently have towels askew, put a basket in there. At least you will have some place to throw these items so they aren't on the floor. It will look better and more organized, which is what you want. 19. Your physical space isn't the only thing you should be organizing in your home. There are things you need to do and may not remember all of them. If you have kids, this is an especially good idea. Buy a yearly calendar to hang up in your kitchen and write what needs to be done on what day. For chores, have what is needed to be done daily so that everyone in the house can see what you are set to do each day. 20. Belts can be a weird item to store. They can't be folded, so if anything, they end up being thrown around and are just in the way. Instead of trying to find somewhere in your drawers to put your belts, hang a hook on the wall in order to neatly hang your belts from. This is a simple way to organize an almost everyday item. 21. Just like a junk drawer, the area you have dedicated to your plasticware is often filled with disorganization. You end up throwing everything in, and suddenly you have more lids than you do containers, or vice versa. Plus, it's been a common occurrence that as soon as you open the door to this space, everything comes falling out. Organize your containers neatly by stacking them inside of each other to never lose a lid again. 22. Ladies, your purses take up too much room. Not only that, but you probably just have flung them in your closet. Not only are the bags taking up space, but they don't look good piled up high. So instead of that, hang your purses so they are neatly stored and are easy to grab when you are thinking that the red one with the gold straps looks better with that outfit you are wearing tonight. 23. It's easy to lose control of all the papers that you have. From important documents to bills, you end up just tossing papers on your coffee tables or your desk. So make sure that you get folders to organize all of your documents, along with a cabinet maybe to neatly store them in. This way you don't have to go digging for something whenever you need it. It's right there. Make sure you write what everything is on each folder too. 24. Not only is this a great storage idea, but also a great organization idea. When you have your spices in a cabinet, not only can it become cluttered, but you end up having to take every spice out in order to find the one you need for a recipe. By having a spice rack, you have everything neatly displayed so that you can easily pluck whatever you need for the great dinner or lunch you're making that day. And that's all for now. What do you think about this episodes? Please share your thoughts about this video in the comments section. For more decorating and organizing ideas, stay tuned to our channel. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.